This episode is brought to you by Coresight.
Hello, my name is Will Muffis. I'm Director of Channel Marketing at Coresight. Who is Coresight? Well, we're a leading provider of data center services and interconnection in North America, operating in over 8 markets with 24 world-class data centers. We're one of only 2 data center providers that have the direct cloud on-ramps. What that means is that once inside our facilities, customers can connect directly to AWS, Microsoft Azure, Google, Alibaba, and just about anybody that they might need to connect to in order to grow their business and solve for their customers' needs. So, why does co-location matter if the data center is dead? Well, that's a good question. And there's a lot of data that actually kind of supports that as well. So according to Gartner, by 2024, 50% of infrastructure spend, software spend, business process spend will move from traditional sources to the cloud. On top of that, Gartner also will tell you that 80% of companies will be closing down their own internal data centers. Why would I tell you that? Because it seems like I'm talking you out of co-location. Well, what Network World will tell you is that businesses have found that they can't have all their data sitting at the cloud for performance issues and for security. So what Network World has found is that companies will move 50% of their cloud practices back to on-premises or a data center. Well, if they've closed down their data center, they need a place to put that equipment. And that's where Coresight is here to help with Telarus. We will work with you to find solutions for your customers' problems. And when I say we, there's a team of solution architects, there's a team of channel directors who are there to help you find opportunities and to nurture those opportunities. And we've produced a couple of great aids for you in that regard. There is a hybrid cloud conversation starter, which takes a look at the needs for co-location in a hybrid cloud and breaks it down into 4 key buckets. And it tells you what to look for in each of those buckets, who to talk to, what are the issues that they're running into, and how can co-location and ultimately Coresight and Telarus help solve for those issues. One thing that's important to note, it is to the benefit of our sales team to work with you guys. We're completely comp neutral. So the sales team gets paid the same whether or not they source a deal themselves or they bring in a partner. However, most of our sales team has started to see that deals actually close faster, generally are a little bit higher in the requirements when a partner is involved. Why is that? Because you guys are having conversations with the partner every day. You are the trusted advisors. And so we're here to help you find opportunities, grow your own individual businesses, and making sure that your customers are set up for success. Thank you again for this time. We look forward to working with each of you in the coming future.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Coleman, Director of Enterprise Solutions and Project Engineering, and today we are going to talk about the myths of project management. So first, let me talk to you about what is a project. You know, everybody has a different opinion of what a project is and what different masters do. So all masters offer order management, but not all masters offer project management. Now, project is something that is complex. It has several products or suppliers or a lot of moving parts that need that overall project management associated with that to make sure that everything is running the way it's supposed to, not just monitoring order milestones. We are actually working with your customer, their suppliers, and the suppliers to manage a solution, not just an order. One of the things that I hear a lot is that I can get project management for free from other masters. Now I want to ask that you stop for a minute and ask them, what is project management? What are you going to provide us? Are they going to provide you a solution diagram? This is the map that is going to tell us what we are doing for this project. Are they going to provide you a scope of work, the how, the who, the what, the when of the project? And also, are they going to provide you with a project plan? This is the how. How are we going to implement this solution that has been designed by the engineers? I also want you to ask, what kind of communication plan are they going to provide you? Are you going to be working out of emails? Is it going to be text messaging? How are you going to retain all of this information that is provided during the implementation process? Are we going to be digging for it? Do we have one central place? And the answer for Telarus is yes. We have created a dashboard that provides you a quick glance of your project at any time. If you needed to provide your CFO or your director of IT the health of the project, all stakeholders have access to this. So at any time, they can come in and they can see where their project is as far as the status, each individual step, and also where we are with the total orders. So for instance, if we started with 50 orders, at any point in time, they would know where their 50 orders are. And our dashboard is driven by our working doc. This is where all the details are kept. Any information that is provided to us during the implementation process is going to be kept here. It's date stamped. There's no need to go digging for emails that you may need in 3 months or you may need in 2 weeks. Any information that we get is kept in our working document. So when another master is asking you, hey, I will do this for you, I'm going to give you project management and I'm going to do it for free, make sure you're asking the 4 critical questions. Do you get a solution diagram? Are you getting a scope of work? Are you getting a project plan? And what communication platform are you going to provide me? So another myth that I hear out there is Telarus doesn't have the staff or experience to support my large customers. And I definitely want to tell you that we do. Did you know that Telarus has 10 project managers on staff? And we have 228 years of combined experience in the industry. Not only do we bring that experience to Telarus in all of our projects, several of our project managers have come from suppliers and they're able to bring that experience into different projects. So I want to let you know that we do have a team. The second thing that I wanted to let you know is that we are continually doing training and education with our suppliers, because we can't manage something that we don't understand. We can't manage a process that we don't understand. So we are always getting certifications and continuing training with our suppliers, not just in network, but in UCAS and CCAS. Whatever your customer needs, we are training in that. Not only are we doing supplier training, we make sure that we are continuing with the tools and techniques for project management. To date, our team has over 210 hours of continuing education in project management. And one of the reasons that we do this is because we want to make sure that your customer has the confidence that we can assist you and your team in managing these projects. So here's another one that I get a lot. Project managers can only come in after a deal has been signed. And this myth is one that I really want to talk about, because when project management is brought in early, you increase the chances of closing these larger opportunities 7 times. In addition, it increases your revenue by 20%, because we are able to identify monies that may not have been available for other products that the customer may want. Our project management process allows us to be involved in the 3 phases of a technology project. That is the strategic planning and design. That's where we can come in and we can do risk analysis up front. We can work with the procurement department to keep costs down, but with the IT department to bring that IT technology that they want and need so badly. And not only can we help with the engineering of that, creating a scope of work up front, a transition plan, we could do the transfer of knowledge to either our account management team or the customer for ongoing account management. That process does not stop at implementation. We make sure that all of that knowledge is transferred over for ongoing support. Nobody wants to dig through emails after 3 years. Now, what do enterprise and mid-market customers want? They want 2 things. 1, they want a solution that works. And 2, they want to make sure that whatever solution that we design can be implemented with the least amount of pain possible. And that's what we're doing. So by getting project management engaged early, we can be part of the presentation so that we know what the suppliers are stating to the customer, any expectations that are set. We can also ask questions as far as implementation early on. Things that may not have been thought about during the sales process, we can add those based on past experience so that we're putting those into the contract or that we're identifying those risks up front. We can also make sure that we come up with contingency plans so that in the middle of a deployment, if something doesn't work, we've already thought that through and we can just pivot easily. Here is the biggest one that we get. Project management is expensive. So what I'd like you to think about for just 1 minute, in these large and enterprise-sized customers, what is the investment that you want to make sure that everything goes as smooth as possible? In large opportunities, there are so many moving parts. Do you want an order manager or do you want a project manager? Somebody that is dedicated, a dedicated resource to your team, to the customer, to ensure that these things go as smooth as possible and with as little pain as possible. When we have a successful project that is implemented and the customer is happy, that leads to another opportunity. They often bring us in and say, hey, I have this, can you help us with that? We are showing the value at so many levels, not just with your team, but with the customer's team, with the supplier's team. So I ask that when you ask if there is a cost associated, let's have a conversation. We can walk through that with you and see what's the best fit for your customer. Few things that I want to walk away from today is Telarus does have the staff, experience, and knowledge for your largest customers. Successful projects often lead to additional opportunities and strengthens your position with your customer. Project engineering works to create a transition plan that gives your customer the confidence to move forward with even the most daunting migrations. Project engineering works to create a transition plan that gives your customer the confidence that we can move forward with even the most daunting project. We can white label both project management and account management to keep you front and center at all times with your customer. And Telarus project managers will consult with you for no fee to make sure that you are making the best decision for your customer. So I want to let you know that our project management team is built for you. So let's declare these myths officially busted. Just so you know, Telarus project management carries a big stick.